The poor man's covered call seems simple at first glance, but you must understand its subtleties to use it successfully. The option's duration you choose plays a large factor. Longer duration ties up capital, shorter duration increases risk. In today's market measure, we use historical data to discover when a poor man's covered call performs best. Poor man's covered call. What is
Poor man's covered call?
Yes, PMCC. For those that like a little acronym. What's the best days till expiration for a poor man's call, covered call? What do you think?
What's the best
The best.
with your long strike you're talking about probably?
Yeah, like what, or just your overall long and short. What do you like to do if you do these?
Delta,
You don't do it.
delta-wise or days? I don't know why. So it's
Let's
best
say
days to
days.
expire.
No, duration.
Duration.
Like duration. Yeah.
I'm going to say
We're gonna stick to-
90-ish days.
We know-
You're long.
Okay. We know 45 days is kind of our sweet spot for the
Yeah.
short. So,
Yeah.
that's going to line up.
90-ish days is where I'm going to go.
Okay. Well, let's see.
Oh,
You're going to be right in the realm. You've
okay.
done this for
Okay.
quite some time. All right. So as markets push higher ahead of major earnings announcements and the start of the new year, we've had declining implied volatility is creating challenges for option traders seeking to deploy volatility selling strategies. It's not a surprise that with the VIX at 16-ish, not even 16, we're at 1581. It's hard to find opportunities. We've actually been doing a couple poor man's covered calls. We did one in Boeing. We did one in Apple. It's a way to kind of get some static delta, but also get a little bit of short volatility. But it's an adjustment to our normal core strategies here.
Most definitely is.
And so that's why we're kind of looking at it here. So the next slide here, since selling put spreads, Jade Lizards becomes less attractive, and an alternative strategy is to look at a poor man's covered call, which is a bullish diagonal spread. It is a diagonal spread. It's a little bit heavier on the delta side, which is why we call it a different thing. When we do diagonal spreads, a lot of times they're out of the money. They're more like akin to a calendar spread. Poor man's covered calls, you kind of shift that long option in the money. It becomes more of a synthetic stock position. It's a way to get kind of a leveraged stock exposure for a lot less capital. And so we're going to talk about like what duration of the long call in the poor man's covered call we should use. And we're going to look at a various data set here. So going to the next slide here. So purchasing long dated calls, 6 months and further, so 6 months and past that time frame, functions more as a replacement for stock. It's a stock rental. So when we talk about zebras or poor man's covered calls, the duration is subjective to your own opinion on the stock. Like if you told me I want to be long Tesla for the next year, I would tell you to buy the in the money call for a year. Like you shouldn't do it for 45 days and keep rolling it. You should just do it for a year. That's your duration. And the leverage you get from it is going to be a positive. If you buy an 80 delta long call or a 90 delta long call, it's going to function a lot like the stock, but going to use about half the or more or
Now, a 50 delta option is not going to necessarily continually give you 50-ish deltas.
On the 50 delta one.
Yeah, 51.
But if you go 80, 90 delta.
Yeah, you're basically buying very little extrinsic value, and it's going to hold its extrinsic value.
You're in an IRA account or a cash account.
Yeah.
The stock is $500. You buy that in the money call. It might only cost you, $250.
Yep.
$300.
Yep.
In itself, it's a way to get leverage without actually using leverage.
Correct.
So on the other hand, buying calls with a shorter duration, 45 to 90 days, can reduce the buying power. That same option, that same delta option, 45 to 90 days out, that costs you $250 a year out, might only cost you 40 or 30 or 20 on a 45-day time frame. So this is, kind of the questions that you have. They are susceptible to bigger moves, though. Those options will move a lot like stock, but, are on a much shorter duration. So the study that we're going to look at here, we are using SPY, and we're looking at 2013 and on. And we're going to compare the results of a poor man's covered call using a varying difference of durations, right? So we're going to look at the long 70 delta call for various durations. We're looking 60, 90, 120 days out, all the way up to 300 days. And then we're going to be shorting the 45-day 30 delta calls against it. So you're netting out about 40 long deltas on this trade, net. The duration aspect is really what we're isolating here. And we're managing the trades upon expiration of the front month calls. So this doesn't incorporate rolling the call further out, as you go further out in time.
Sure.
Because if you're 300 days out, you have, 5, 6, 7 rolls baked into it. You can, collect more premium, roll up and out, roll up and or roll.
You're just doing 45
down.
divided by whatever days you're in. Yes, pretty close to it.
So looking at some of the data here, clearly the longer we hold a poor man's covered call, the more profit we can make, but this also means a higher buying power requirement. So current buying power in SPY with a 92-day long option is going to cost you $3,900. If you go to 127 days, it's going to cost you $5,200. So, again, when you're talking about poor man's covered calls and you're looking on a 45-day time frame, it's just going to be more expensive to go 300 days out. If your time frame is 45 days, you should be, I don't want to spoil the next slide, but we'll go to the next slide here.
You just did.
You should be looking at the 60, 90, 120-day time frame. This also doesn't take into account the ability to roll, which gives you another, set of extrinsic value to capture along the way. But when you're looking on the 45, 40, 50, 60, 70-day time frame, you should be going to that duration. It doesn't do you any good to go 300 days out if your time frame is 60 or 90 days. And this basically shows you the longer duration option for the long option doesn't really give you any added bang for your buck here. Mm-hmm. You might as well just go to the shorter duration. So the next slide here, so when we talk about return on capital, of course, when you're paying less for the long option, it's going to give you a lot higher return on capital, and that return on capital spot is somewhere in that 90 to 150 days. It gives you the best return on capital, around 5%. We're looking at SPY. If you're trading something more volatile, you can have a lot higher return on capital on these, especially if it's something that might have even call skew. If you're thinking of like a Tesla, Nvidia, something like that, where your 30 delta call is going to be relatively further out of the money versus something like SPY, where it's going to be relatively close to at the money because you have that skew to the downside typically. And the cost is going to be a lot different too.
Yep.
Couple takeaways here. So poor man's covered call is a compelling and profitable alternative to trading covered calls, especially when IV is low. When IV is low, so like poor man's covered call is a directional bet. When IV is low, it's going to be cheaper to get that synthetic stock. When IV is high, it's going to be more expensive. There's no difference in the setup is just that. You're still directional.
Sure, if you get the directional, but volatility is high. Let's make it the worst time that you can, allegedly, not the optimal time to do it. Volatility is high, and you do a poor man's covered call. The market goes higher, the stock goes higher. You make money.
Yeah.
It's not a bad play. This is a directional play.
Yes.
Now you'll get in at a slightly better optimal price because volatility is going to be a little bit lower in the back month. What you really want is volatility to be low when you put it on, then go high and go in your direction immediately. That would be nirvana.
So choosing significantly longer options does not significantly increase your chance to profit or increase the profit on the trade. It's really kind of makes the most sense to go in that 60 to 90 days, sell in that 30 to 40 days, and that's kind of your setup if you are short term trying to get this covered call on. Overall, selecting the long call within the range of the duration of 90 to 150 days can optimize your return on capital. We're not including consecutive rolls, which you can have with longer durations. But if you're just looking at like a medium term, I'm long or I'm bullish Tesla for the first quarter, you should do it for the first quarter and not the year. Thanks for watching. If you want more context and more ways to think about markets, check out more of our videos. And don't forget, give us a like, comment, subscribe, and watch Tasty Live.